All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Bayan.
Brother Amawad.
From the GMS New Orleans camp, here to bring you a quick lesson. Prior to get started, we're going to give infinite honors and prayers unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, you Akim, you Akwath, which is you brothers and sisters in Hebrew that believe. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and for this lesson here, it's going to be on the topic is going to be on the basis of the misconception of the Lord. All right, and it's something that, you know, pretty much is what we would say milk scriptures, you know, for people to separate, you know, the fables and the lies that was told beforehand of how the Lord is coming back. All right, because the way that people announces the Lord now, you know, it doesn't really strike fear into many people hearts, you know, to do the work of the Lord. All right, if that hippie guy with the brown hair and the blue eyes was to be coming back, you know, you'll think that it'd be another party coming. But no, when you hear of the descriptions of the Lord coming back, it's nothing but destruction. All right, and we're just going to hop into that. All right.
This is the gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 10 verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword."
I have come not to send peace but a sword. All right, so the Lord is out the gate telling you destruction. All right, I have come not to set for peace, but, you know, for sword, war, destruction. You know, everything that comes with sword, blood, guts, you know.
Yeah, if the Lord was coming back to save everybody, if he forgives everybody, and most importantly, if he loves everybody, then why would you fear him?
Right.
All right, this Christian idea of our Lord and Savior, our real name Yahweh Shai, he's a man of war, his father's a man of war, and he's coming back to make wars. It tells you in Revelation. I'm trying to get that. Let me get that, you want that Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah 42.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13. It says, "Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies."
The Lord has enemies. All right, so that's another misconception, that you think that the Lord is just all about just complete peace. You know, nah, it's levels to this thing, man. All right, and the Lord has ordained, you know, a group of people, you know, to be his enemies. You know, whether it's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, you know, being the people of the Lord's indignation forever, you know, or it could be, you know, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, or you heathen in general who had their foot on, you know, the Israelites' necks. You know, the Lord has many enemies, you know.
Yeah, the majority of people on the earth right now are enemies of the Lord. They destroy the environment. They make fun of the scriptures. They mock the commandments. And like the brother was saying, the main offense, they oppress the children of Israel. If somebody was oppressing your children, beating them, raping them, telling them they're not your children, well, how would you feel about that? This verse 14, it says, "I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a woman, like a travailing woman. I will destroy you at once."
I have a long time holding my peace. So the Lord being up there in the chairs right now, you know, waiting for that go, you know, just imagine somebody that's pissed off, ready to go, you know, that's been holding their peace for years, thousands of years, you know, and it's just imagine, you know, the outcome of it, you know, when all of these scriptures actually play out in front of us, to see, you know, the blood up to his garments, which we're going to bring out in Isaiah 63, you know, all of these things that the Lord is coming back to do, man. The spiritual powers that you're going to see him come back with, you know, the laser beams, you know, these are things that are not spoken of in the scriptures, not Salaki, in the churches. All right, but it's in the scriptures that the pastors, you know, just somehow look over, you know, quote unquote, just look over these things, you know, but it's something that they don't really want you to understand, you know.
Yeah, it says, "I will devour and destroy." It says, "I will destroy and devour at once." And when you devour something, you completely consume it. If somebody told you, you know, I'm at this restaurant, this bitch is devouring this food, there's no trace of it left. All right, there's not going to be any Edomites left in Babylon the Great. There's not going to be any buildings. It's going to be a desolate wilderness. The Lord is going to completely wipe this place off the face of the earth.
God.
Which again, like the brother said, they don't mention that in church at all.
You said you got one?
Go on. Yeah, just real quick. This Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Come, and that's the Lord. All right, coming down, I said, on that white horse. All right, that white going into pure in that horse, you know, going into power. All right, that power that the Lord is coming back to. What it said that he's coming to do?
It says, in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
He doth judge and make war. All right, and that should be mind blowing to you know, to a lot of you Christians just hearing these things, man. That he's coming back for war. You know, to know that all of these nations are going to make an attempt to even fight against the Lord, you know, is mind blowing. But it's in the scriptures. It said that it's going to happen. All right.
It says they were afraid, but yet there's fight.
Come.
The Lord's going to put the spirit on them to make them fight against him.
Come.
So you could destroy him.
Yep. Can you get Isaiah 63 and 1 for me, Bob?
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, starting at the top. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Come. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? All right. So what is Basra? Basra is that chief city of Edom. All right, which is America. You know, here today. Okay, coming in his greatness. So you're going to see the Lord. It tells you, what was that? Revelations 1, that all eyes should see him.
Yeah, 1 and 7.
Come, you know, coming in his greatness, coming in that mothership, that fathership, chariot, you know.
Okay, just real quick. I gotta get in the phone. Jake Revelation page all tore up, man.
Been seeing many battles.
Okay. But this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1. Verse 7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, which is the chariots, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
So even those that pierced him. All right, so you think that the Lord doesn't have that memory, you know, in his head of the people that actually caused blood to come out of him, you know, to torture him in that sense? You know, you think the Lord doesn't have them on his hit list? You know, he's telling you that these people are going to be here and these people are going to see it, you know, and they're going to see me. They're going to feel, you know, my presence, you know, like the elders say, they're going to smell my cologne. Yeah. You know, the Lord is going to get up close and personal with a lot of you niggas, a lot of you Edomites, you heathen in general, man. You know?
Yeah. It says, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. So again, the Lord's not coming back in a way that's going to be pleasing to everyone. Every time you read a scripture of the Lord's return, there's mass death involved. There's people screaming, people losing their mind, all right, and most of all getting put to death. That's what the Lord's coming back to do, which again, like the brother said, the pastors don't mention that at all. These so-called bishops and all of these highly self-proclaimed leaders of the people, they don't want our people to know anything about the Lord's true intent and him coming back.
Right.
Because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't be in them churches, you wouldn't be in the spirit of folly, you wouldn't be talking about the name of the Lord don't matter, all of these goofy doctrines that the earth is filled with. Once you understand what the Lord's coming back to do, the first thing you're going to do is, how do I get right? How do I receive mercy from this wrath that's coming?
Right. Yeah, that's the fear. Then again, once that fear, what it says, the fear is the beginning of the love of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So once you let that fear sinks in, and you see that man, there's no way out of this. It's either get with the Lord or die. And it becomes a no-brainer to the people that fears the Lord, you know. But again, with these people at the churches, you know, they're committing sin in the sense of having blood on their hands, you know. Because these are things that they probably know about. They just choose not to go over it. You know, again, to keep our people dumbed down and docile, you know, according to Esau Edom's, you know, agenda, you know.
This is the back what you just said. This the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 12. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him.
Faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. All right, so believing into Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. All right, fearing into Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You know, doing the works. You know, everything to the best of your ability. All right, that's how you show that you love the Lord. All right, and that you fear the Lord. All right, because what's at the other end of that? All right, if you don't do these things, that's where the destruction comes from.
Yeah.
So you work, you know, I'm roughly paraphrasing it, in trembling, and
yeah, fear and trembling.
Fear and trembling. Yep. What was that? It on it?
Yeah, I just want to bring this out real quick.
Oh, you got it.
This letter to the Hebrews 11:7. It says, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear. Moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house. So Noah wasn't just doing that for no reason. He wasn't just building an ark just to go sailing. He was building an ark because the Most High told him what was going to happen, and he believed. So he was moved with fear. Now we're building a spiritual ark right now with this ministry, and all of us were moved by fear. Every man that you see on the highways and hedges doing these epistles, we came across the truth, which is that the Lord's coming back to destroy this place. America's going to be destroyed in World War III. We were moved by fear. And when you look at Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all of these weirdo beliefs, none of them have the fear of the Lord. None of them have the prophecies of the scriptures at the foundation of what they're teaching. So their congregations aren't moved with fear. There's no urgency involved. It's just, yeah, I believe in God. You know, I believe I've been saved.
Because we always go into it, you know, because they pretty much preach a longer time here in Babylon. You know, so that's why they don't have that sense of urgency. They don't have that fear to do the works to get the hell out of here. You know, they're the ones that set on their leaves. You know,
they want this place to continue. Which is not.
But you mentioned something else. I think it's running out of my head now.
Yeah, there's more than that Isaiah 63 though. And it's back in Isaiah 63. It says verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
All right. Art thou red in thy apparel, thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. So back in the, you know, the older days, or people used to step on the grapes, you know, to make their wine. You know, that's an example of or a picture that you can put in your head of the Lord in his white garment, you know, stepping in blood like it was grapes. You know, and that's the blood of people. That's the blood of people, of many people that the Lord is stepped on. You know,
you people are unwanted grapes. Which all you could do with ruined grapes is make wine out of them, man. They don't serve a function as grapes. You people don't serve a function as servants of the Lord. So you're going to be that sacrifice. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Come on, man. You just made me think. So the Lord has a cluster that he holds dearly to himself, but then he's got the wine press that he's going to step on.
Just stomping.
Come on, man. That's beautiful, man. All right, but it says, I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me, and I would tread them in mine anger. The Lord is pissed off, man, and trample them in my fury, and their blood should be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right? Again, the Lord is pissed off, and he's coming back for blood, man. All right? And if that doesn't spark fear in your head, I don't know what. And that memory just came, what I wanted to say just came back. I remember coming in the truth when I missed a couple high holy days. I remember being up there in college, and I think I missed the Passover or something up there, of something when I was up there. And I remember talking to the brother Kalaya, and basically that brother struck even more fear in my heart. It was like, brother, that might be the last one. And it was like, oh shit, like this is my chance to get good, and I missed the one opportunity. And brother, I dropped tears. I thought it was over with right then and there, but this was 4 or 5 years ago. But still, that urgency, that fear kicked in of like, oh shit, I don't have enough time to, you know, do this. I need to get on my job right now, you know?
Every brother that come in the truth, we feel like the year we come in is the last year. You know, we just barely made it, but you know, the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it, it will not tarry. You know, every year that passes, we get closer and closer to our Lord and Savior coming back. And you can see it in the prophecies. You can see it in the news headlines. You can see it in the spirit of these people. They know we're at the end. So like the brother was saying, you should be moved with fear. You should have that urgency like, oh, this is it. This is my last chance.
Yeah.
Because it very well might be.
Get down to lay down, man. That's what it's going to come down to. Just like one of my other favorite scriptures, Revelations 22 and 12, I believe, that the Lord coming back with a reward. To reward every man, you know, to his deed. You know, what the hell have you been doing? You know, have you heard this and was that fear struck into you? You know, did you read and check the Lord's history, his track sheet of all the people that he done saved and all the people that he done destroyed, you know, in the past times? Like, did you really go over these things to be persuaded in your mind to serve the Lord or not? You know?
The elder Yashawamba in Dallas, he just did a lesson with this on this bug out that was on the comment board. He didn't had a page since 2013,
Lord,
amassing all this knowledge, no videos, no lessons, but he got a million questions trying to rebuke men that's been teaching the truth for decades, man.
Come on, man.
That's the wrong spirit to be in.
Hell yeah.
You watching videos for over a decade, you don't have no works, you ain't served the Lord at all, but you're gonna tell us what the true breakdowns are? You bugged out, man.
Yeah. Goddamn scoffer.
Yeah. It says, verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
But the moral of the story, man, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right, the Lord is coming back, you know, to destroy a lot by himself. All right, let alone that, you know, the angels are going to be working out and about doing their things as well. You know, and, you know, even his men, you know, his men may have the spiritual powers at that point in time, you know, getting busy as well, you know. But again, just to know that this tall tale that was once told before, man, is debunked, you know, through the scriptures. You know, you have to get in the scriptures to see these things, you know.
Yeah, white man petting a lamb. You know, he's just rubbing his hands over a lamb. Come on, man. That's not in the Bible anywhere. All right, first of all, the Lord is the Lamb of the Most High. All right, he's not coming back petting a lamb. He's a lamb that's coming back as a lion. How about that? It says, and I will tread down the people in mine anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
I will tread down the people in mine anger and make them drunk in my fury. Come on, man. Like, the Lord is going to make you take this ass whooping.
Yeah.
You know, it's no running. It's no running away from any of this destruction that's coming, you know. So if you know that there is one way you can run, you know, which is to the Lord, you know, that'll make the most sense out of this entire situation. All right. The Lord has given you an exit, you know, in this grace period that we're in right now. He's letting you know that he is the exit from all of this destruction, man. You know. Can you get Wisdom of Solomon 18 to 15? The Almighty Word.
It's the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse. You want to start at 13?
I guess you can. I'm not looking at it.
13 to 15.
15.
Okay, I'll jump to the point. This Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 15, it says, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne, as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
Oh, that was the other one. I think he was going to get being a man of war. The Lord,
Exodus 15 and 3?
I think it was.
Yeah, the Most High just tells you the Most High is a man of war, and Yahushua is his son. He's also a fierce man of war. What you just said. It says, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
So he's about this. You know, this is something that the Lord is known for, man. You know, so now this is going to be the time that we actually going to see him in this form getting busy in this type of way. You know, a time like no other. You know, that's really what Jacob's trouble is going to go into, man. You know, and to see these things play out is going to be crazy. You know, it tells you that men's hearts going to fail them in that day. You know, to see the Lord getting busy like that. You know, and I forget what brother explained it this way, but we know of like Michael Jackson at his concerts and shit when with the women and shit like that, people be passing out just because Michael Jackson showed up. No, the way that the Lord is going to be getting busy, men's heart is actually going to fail them. Like they're going to die.
They're going to drop dead.
Like, come on, man.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you can see it. You could see the way these people are built. They're faithless and just weak and fragile. All right. Just imagine when the Lord enters this realm, this atmosphere. Just the clouds are covered with chariots. Yeah. Bombs going off, nukes getting off, just millions of people dying. A lot of people are just gonna die just from being on the earth at that time.
Yeah. I remember me and the brother Gashab, this was a while ago, we was riding and Jake was just gazing at the sky and was just thinking that, and we were speaking to each other and just thinking like, bro, imagine a chariot literally covering this entire sky. Like you can't see nothing. Like Ezra explained it being a mountainous region that you can't see the end of it. Like, come on, man. That right there, that spooked the hell out of somebody. You see, you got it?
Yeah. This is 2nd Esdras 13:6. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it, but I would have seen the region or place where without the hill was graven, and I could not. So he couldn't see where the chariot started, where it ended. It just covered everything. That's why it says in Revelation 1:7, every eye shall see him. The whole earth is going to be covered with chariots, man.
Yeah. And again, if that doesn't strike fear in you, you know, I mean, at that point in time, it's already too late.
It's way too late for you at that point.
Once the grand entrance, you know, already came in, you know, this ain't the time to, you know.
What was that precept?
Yeah.
That's it.
They gonna place in a last minute bet. Nah, the game already started, man. You can't bet on this no more, you know. But
yeah, Jake be on FanDuel, but won't bet on salvation. Man.
Come on, man. Out they goddamn head. Let's see. Give me
I'm gonna keep going on this 2nd Esdras 13.
Oh, kind.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue the man, to subdue him, were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So there are all of these nations, they're gathered to fight each other, and then when Yahushua enters the atmosphere in the climax of World War III, they're going to be terrified, but they're going to yet durst fight. The Most High is going to make them fight him.
It's another one in Revelation when it talks about I want to say it's 17 or 18 when it talks about EU and not EU and NATO, as we know EU and NATO.
Are you talking about Michael and his dragons?
Is that what it is?
The War in Heaven?
Yeah, that's one of them. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though.
Okay, I'll read that one real quick.
Yeah, come on.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So Michael, of course, being a chief angel in the Lord's army, all right, and the dragon going into Esau's power structure, starting with the Roman Empire, which today is back as NATO, EU, all right. The Esau's armies are going to fight against the armies of the Lord. And guess who's going to win? All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, they're going to completely wipe Esau's armies out in the twinkling of an eye, man. It's not going to be a fair fight. It's not going to be back and forth. It's not going to be like a Rocky movie. Rocky get beat up for like 300 rounds. Then in round 301, he starts to get his second win. No, man. You Edomites are going to just be mollywodded.
What they say on a video game, not Tekken, but
Street Fighter?
Not Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Flawless Victory?
Flawless Victory. Yeah.
Flawless Victory.
That's what's going to be like, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is not going to lose any health points.
At all. Full life, bro. Forever.
But this is what I was talking about. Revelation 17. 17 and 12. It says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. All right, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast." That's why I was saying E-U-N-E though. I couldn't think of the 10 horns. But it says, verse 14, it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful." All right, but just pretty much showing you that, you know, even the allies of America, you know, is going to come together and fight against the Lamb. You know, even in the Yahweh Shaphat, you know, that's everybody's going to turn and get in agreement to fight against the Lord. You know, and the Lord is going to prevail. You know.
Yeah. There's not going to be. It's not, like I said, it's not going to be a back and forth. It's not going to be a fair fight. It's really going to be hilarious to watch all of the hundreds of years that you've had to amass all this technology, all this great weaponry, and the Lord is going to just make complete fools out of you heathen.
God.
Again.
Yeah. All
right. You did the same thing coming out of Egypt, but this time it's going to be even worse.
God. Yeah. That was it for me. If you got anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to get that real quick to prove that. This Jeremiah chapter 16 and 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days cometh, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers."
Yeah. So that it's not going to be spoken of no more. You know, I mean, obviously we're going to have the memory of, you know, of the
Passover.
Yeah, the Passover coming out of Egypt. But this next one, can't think of the word, Salakia.
Exodus.
Exodus. Yeah, this next Exodus is going to be so great that you won't even hear about the one in Egypt no more. Like, this is going to be the greatest Exodus out of bondage for Israel, you know, that has ever been spoken of or written about, you know, since being on the planet Earth. You know?
God. When you read Romans 9, you know, Apostle Paul, he references how the Most High raised up Pharaoh just to show the Lord's power in destroying him. So how much more has he raised up Esau? He gave him AI, he gave him, you know, these robotics, all kind of just, Esau has some shit. So the Lord gave him all of that just to do what? Magnify his name and bring him down.
Yep. Again, to pretty much show forth his glory. You know, the Lord will be glorified no matter what, man. You know, and if you got somebody coming in with a record that he has, I would bet the whole house on him, man.
Yeah. His record is better than Crawford, Mayweather.
Yeah.
All of them, man. He's killed everybody that's ever died. Like, come on, man.
You gotta check the track records, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's plain and simple. But again, if you see that, if Jay could do that in a modern time, if you see a boxer that's undefeated going against somebody,
a loser,
you know, it's a no-brainer. All right, yeah,
no-brainer.
FanDuel, you know, you're gonna put $100, $200, put it down, you know,
your whole savings, man.
Yeah. But when it comes to something that you would think is simple as this, is the Lord coming back, you know. But again, that's what what this lesson was for. You know, people don't understand that the Lord is coming back to get bloody, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully this lesson, you know, persuaded your mind, you know, to get close to the Lord as possible, you know, in this grace period that we're in, man. You know. But, so pray that this lesson was edifying. Trying to get out of here, we're going to give infinite honors and prayers unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You Akim, you Akwat, with your brothers and sisters in Hebrew that believe. Shalom.
Shalom.